Hello and once again for joining me, the_Dab86, as we go over Ashava the Pestilent, the first world boss that we got to experience in Diablo 4 over the open beta weekend. I'm going to be going over its attack so that way you can see and know what to expect when versing the boss yourself, whether it be on normal or hardcore mode. The first thing that you're going to see once the boss spawns out of its little flesh bubble here is the health bar up at the top. At the first and second red triangles, it will add an attack to its attack pattern. And then at the third and fourth, the boss became more aggressive. So for the first set of attack patterns that you'll see in this first section, he'll do a frontal bite, which can be sidestepped, avoided, whatever you might need to do there. He'll do a ground slam with one of his fists. It'll be indicated by a ground circle, typically just above the shoulder blade on the boss. He will leap, and the big attack here that really needs to be avoided is he'll do like a blade storm with his elbow. He'll do two of those. He'll either use his left and rotate left when he starts, or he'll use his right and rotate to the right. Normally, from what I've experienced, if he does it with the left, it's somewhere between about 11 and 12 o'clock. If you're thinking angles, if he does it with his right, it's normally between 12 and 1. And he'll rotate about 90 degrees around for the first one, and then about a semicircle around for the second one. If it hits you, it's not the damage that kills you. He will apply a poison that is extremely nasty and will go through your health really quickly unless you spam your Q button and use potions. So this is the first attack pattern here. There's the leap. He should do two frontal snaps now. The ground slam. And then now he'll do his elbow attack, starting there at about 1 o'clock, spinning around all the way to about 90% of the thing, and then the semicircle. So once now he's been pushed into the second triangle here, or into between the second and the first triangle, he adds in a poison breath attack that is a frontal, and it will leave pools of poison on the ground. Easy enough to avoid, just don't stand in it. It does a small amount of tick damage. It's not phenomenally crazy damage. And then for the between the third and the second triangle, he'll add in an attack where he slams down both of his elbow blades, and then he'll sweep them backwards. The initial slam isn't the dangerous part. It's when he sweeps it backwards. It will apply, once again, that nasty poison that will shred you, and you'll be finding yourself quickly spending potions to survive it. And there's the rip back, and there's the nasty poison effect of me spamming potions to survive. And, of course, the death sequence there at the end. Now, what I found as I was doing the fight, and I got better at it between about the third and second, is the safest place for a melee is either directly below his navel, so right below his belly, or right behind him at his tailbone. So in between the two legs, right below his tailbone. If he does the whirlwind with his blades, it misses you because it has the inner circle, and that way you won't get hit with that as a melee. And if he does his elbow slams and rips them back, you'll be in between the two slams, and you're safe to continue DPSing. Now, getting into those spots is not necessarily easy because of his leap and his movement, so you may find yourself having a little bit of difficulty repositioning there. Of course, as movement speed and we're able to use more skill points, that might become a little bit easy. If you're ranged, you're also welcome to stand underneath the boss as well, or of course stay at a safe distance where you can, of course, get out of that whirlwind. That's probably going to be the most dangerous attack for you in comparison to a lot of the stuff that the melee's having to deal with underneath the boss. Hopefully, though, you found this guide to be helpful, so that way you can know what to expect as you fight Ashava the Pestilent, and hopefully you have a successful fight and survive. As always, make sure to ring that bell, leave a like, leave a comment, and come follow me on Twitch at the_Dab86.